Sister Felicia from Chicago, by way of PA, says, yes, a man's role from God is to be the head of the house, protector and provider of the household. If he is not fulfilling these roles, how can a woman respect him? Wow. Okay. Sister Aura sent another text in. She said no romance without finance. She said, brother, you ain't got to have a job, but can you at least have a hustle? I can respect that. I can respect that. She's saying you ain't got to have a job, but you need to have a hustle. And now we got another sister who says, hi, Dr. Umar. A strong black woman is a woman who knows who she is in and out, knows what she wants out of life, doesn't compromise herself or her dignity to be accepted, handles her business, can handle things with or without a man, and she's down for her man. I got a brother who wants to know why black women are always telling their business to people outside the relationship. Sisters, if you having an issue with your man, that's not your girlfriend's business. It's not your mother's business. It's not your grandmom's business. Black men are very confidential. We don't like people in our romantic affairs, and y'all keep on telling people's business. Why must y'all go outside? I need a sister to help me. Sisters, can y'all help me? Tweet, text, Instagram, call in 888-669-2281. 888-669-2281. Why can't y'all keep the real info in the relationship? Now, on the other side, black men, we don't talk a lot about our relationships unless it's very, very critical, and we may throw a hint out, but we never give details. So we'll say something like, yo, dog, what would you do if, so-and-so? We never do it in the first person because we're very private. Even with our homies, we don't really get down like that. But with women, y'all talk too much. And when you dealing with somebody in a public eye, such as myself, your big mouth can be a liability. I cannot have that. Let me see again. Someone from Charlotte. Oh, wow. Feminists, get ready. Feminists, I want my feminists to hear this because I know y'all going to have a reaction. A sister from Charlotte, North Carolina said, the definition of a strong black woman is a disrespectful bee. Pow. I don't agree with that, but that's what she said. This is coming from a black woman. She said the definition of a strong black woman is a woman who is a disrespectful bee. Wow. Someone else said, sisters keep talking about brothers ain't got no job. We don't have an income gap in the black family. We have a respect gap. Pow. You heard that? They're saying that it's not the fact that brother don't make enough money. They're saying even if he made enough money, you will find another reason to disrespect and emasculate that brother's self-esteem and self-concept. Now, let me see what else I got here. Sister Mundy from Atlanta says, shout out to Sister Mundy. As a light-skinned queen, I hear all the slave-inspired comments about how I'm privileged and automatically beautiful because I'm light-skinned. But guess what? No one cares about my mind. I'm just high, yellow, and cute. That is the ridiculousness and the buffoonery that light-skinned chicks deal with. Thank you for that, Sister Mundy. Thank you for that, Queen, because you clarify. I never saw it from that side. I'm going to read this again. I want y'all to hear this. She's talking about how although light-skinned women are considered to be the beneficiary of white privilege and white supremacy, it's not really a blessing. It's a curse because you're only valued for how you look. So she's saying, as a light-skinned queen, I hear all the slave-inspired comments about how I'm privileged and automatically beautiful because I'm yellow. But guess what? These brothers don't care about my mind. They just see that I'm high, yellow, and cute, and this is ridiculousness and buffoonery that light-skinned chicks deal with. I want to thank her for that. I've never had a light-skinned queen talk about the downside of the so-called light-skinned privilege. That was very, 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 very powerful. Queen Mother Teresa, shout out to Queen Mother Teresa. She said Jews and Christians go to temples and churches and speak about God. Muslims go to the mosque and speak to God. Africans go into the forest and through ritual we dance and we become God. Pow! That was very, very strong. Miss Nash from Houston says there are women keeping men like a little puppy. In your response to why women rolling with a guy that doesn't want a job, she said a lot of women like the men without the job. You know, they like a nice little pet at home. You know, not the liking, you know, brothers to animals. We're not saying that, but, you know, her comment was women like to have little puppies. They like to have a man in the house as a little puppy. You know, you take care of your puppy, you clean your puppy up, you go to work, you leave the puppy in the house. I never looked at it like that. Wow, almost like a little pet project. But then you also have to deal with the fact that some women have such low self-esteem that they like to function as what I call a martyr. Are any of you out there a martyr? You could be male or female, by the way. This is not gender specific. A martyr is a low self-esteemer who goes out and finds people who are lower than they are, and they pick them up and clean them up, but they never pick up and clean themselves up. You're listening to the Roland Martin Show. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Black America's #1 most requested public speaker, Dr. Umar Johnson. Check me out. And then we may shut the whole system down, but a couple of interesting comments. One brother on Instagram said, the only women talking about that strong black woman stuff are the feminists. The question is, do you have to be a feminist to believe in being a strong black woman? Now, another sister made a comment that I thought was very interesting, and she said black women need to stop with this strong black woman stuff. She said the strong black woman movement is feeding the historical stereotype that black women are masculine. She said this is what white folk have always said about the black woman, that she's nothing but a man with breasts and a vagina. She needs to be a woman. Women are supposed to be feminine, not masculine. So stop talking about you being strong. Wow. I never looked at it like that. That was pretty powerful. Another sister says, as a dark-skinned woman, the light-skinned sisters do act surprised when you show respect and love. You know what? I've seen that. I noticed that light-skinned girls tend to be together. I mean, you might get a little token black chocolate sister in the crew, but are we practicing affirmative action within the sister circles? I mean, is there a tokenism going on in the light skin and tan skin black sister circle where y'all really don't want chocolates hanging with y'all, or y'all might have a token chocolate in the group? I've seen it. I have seen it. You know, you got a crew of sisters, there's 10 of them, only one of them chocolate, and you looking like that's the only chocolate they could find. I mean, was she are you doing what white supremacy does? We gonna let one black folk in so they can't call us racist, so you gonna let one chocolate in so they can't call us light skin supremacy. Wow, that's pretty interesting. A brother Jay Williams from Longview, Texas. Shout out to Longview. I spoke there a couple years ago. Brother Jay from Longview says, I think black women who say they're strong mean they stand their ground against black men. They should be strong by standing with him in unity. That was powerful, my brother. That was powerful. I can live with that. That was powerful. Let me see what else I have here. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. I got a lot of them coming through. This is Mina texting from Crown Heights, Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn, June 6th. Get your tickets, Three Kings. Sister Mina from Brooklyn says, just a comment to the scenario you gave. If the brother is a good provider, doing everything in the household and steps out, yes, I would be hurt. But then my African mind would take over. I would want to meet the sister and see what her situation is about. I fully believe all sisters should have a good man. Bring back polygamy. Pow. Shout out to Sister Mina. She said, I'm not going to trip. I'm not going to like it. And we're going to have a conversation about his dishonesty. But let me meet the other woman. I have to applaud her for this because I don't hear sisters say that. I rarely hear sisters say, I want to meet her. I don't get too much of that. You know what I mean? But she said, let me meet the other sister. Let me see the situation. And we need to bring back polygamy so these sisters could get a man and stop creeping with other sisters' men. What is the issue with polygamy? I already know some of the issues. Number one, sisters are like, you can't take care of me. How you going to take care of two houses? Relevant point. I just got a tweet from a sister who said, Dr. Umar, we are strong because we have to be strong. Y'all not around. Y'all in jail. Y'all under the ground. You know, y'all into alternative lifestyle. We got to be strong. We got to hold it down. So stop criticizing black women for being strong, Doc. We got to be strong. And then I got a text here. Someone said, Dr. Umar, I'm so moved by how you handled and facilitated the Baltimore town hall meeting. Thank you for that. Let me see. We got another sister here. Let me see here. Sister Ingrid from Birmingham. Shout out to Sister Ingrid from Birmingham. She's working with Dr. Umar to get me on down to Birmingham, Alabama to speak, where I've never been. She said some of our ancestors made bad decisions in marriage. Oh, she talking about me? You picking on Frederick Douglass? When he was old, he married that white woman? I didn't agree with that. He know he shouldn't have done that. We're going to have that conversation when I get on the other side. But let's not forget that his first wife was a blue, black, purple, nappy-headed, chocolate, beautiful woman named Anna Murray Douglass, who bore him all of his children. That white woman came when he was old. Anna Murray, they was married for 50 years until the day she died. He went into a deep depression, and that white woman was the person who was there, who he leaned his shoulder on. Is it acceptable? Hell no. Hell no. But please do not ignore the memory of my auntie, Anna Murray Douglass. But Sister Ingrid says a lot of black women prefer the European hair to the natural. They don't want nappy queens. Sister Ingrid said, y'all conscious brothers keep talking about weaves and perms, but y'all don't want to date no sister with no nappy hair. So stop talking about weave when you know you want a sister with a weave, you fake RBG brothers. Sister Ingrid says, when I was 22 years old, my guy friend told me that I would not get married unless I kept the perm in my hair. Oh my goodness. Are you serious, Ingrid? He told you you would not get married unless you kept a perm in your head. In order to be a strong woman, you have to be wise enough to know when to submit to your man and allow him to lead, and when you have to take on the leadership role in the marriage. Strength is wisdom, devotion, patience, support, holding your family down, and submission when necessary. No amount of government assistance can replace the presence of the black man in the household. Which brings us to another issue with black male-female relationships, and that is when it doesn't work out, what's up with the child support? I mean, brothers is being crushed by child support. Now, sisters, if you got a brother with 6 degrees, he can afford to pay child support, you know. But if you got a brother who got his GED, been locked up for selling something to pay the bills, he can't find no job, why is he in child support? Why did you put him in the system? Now, some sisters are going to say, Doc, if I don't put him in the system, I don't get no food stamps, I don't get no WIC, I don't get no AFDC, I don't get no welfare check. That's a catch-22. But what I'm hearing from a lot of black men, a lot of sisters are putting us in child support for revenge. For revenge. You left me, you moved on, you cheated, whatever it is. Well, if you cheated on it, you might have earned it. But other than that, that child support thing, I remember, because I pay child support for my oldest daughter. I'm not going to lie. My oldest daughter's mother, respect to her, she put me in child support when my baby was 3 months old because she wanted to get married and I didn't want to get married. And so I've been paying child support for her since she was 3 months old. And happy birthday to my baby, because she's 13 today, May 6th. This is her 13th. She's a teenager. Can't wait to see you and kiss you and hug my princess. She's 13. She's a teenager. So a lot of what we're talking about today, I'm going to have to talk about it to her. Dr. Umar's baby is officially a teenager, but I've been paying child support since she was 3 months old, and I didn't think it was fair, but I knew it was a revenge move, but I was able to tolerate that because, I was blessed to be a school psychologist, so I'm able to tolerate that. But I know a lot of brothers who can't tolerate that. And I was down at child support one time. I never forget it. I had to go make my payment. And I saw a brother on the ground crying. He was crying because he had just gotten a job and they had awarded like all his paycheck, the entire paycheck, except maybe $10. And he just broke down on the ground and cried. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I think I cried. When I saw that sight, when I saw that brother on the ground inside of the child support office crying after they told him your whole check goes to your child's mother and you keep $10. Come on, y'all. We got to do something about this. We got to do something about this. And this child support issue, is really, really breeding. It's breeding mistrust between black men and black women. A lot of the young brothers I talk to when I visit all these colleges, first thing they say, I'm not getting married. Why you ain't getting married? That's our culture, brother. You got to, no, doc, no. My big brother is in child support. That woman taking his whole check. She took half of his retirement. Da 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 da. No, I'm not marrying no one. I'm not going to put a woman in a position where she can economically devastate me for the brothers who do have something that can be taken. So what is your thoughts on that? Let me get some texts and tweets on that. The phone lines, we working on that. They should be coming back. Give a call in. Let's see. It might come through. 888-669-2281. 888-669-2281. Don't forget, you can tweet me at Dr. Umar Johnson. You can Instagram me at Dr. Umar Johnson, and you can text me on my personal cell, area code 215-989-9858. Going back to Instagram, I have a queen on here who says, to solve the high single rates of marriage and marriage rates of black women, I think black women and African men should partner. I agree with you, my sister. Most of the African men have the education, they have the strong family connection, and they value marriage and building. I love that. Alicia Maria. Thank you, Sister Alicia Maria. But here's my question to you, Sister Alicia Maria, and to all the listeners. Black women, for whatever reason, don't find African brothers as attractive as African American brothers. Like, why don't sisters find? I mean, these are the type of men y'all want. They got jobs. They educated. They believe in taking care of the family. You might not have to work. But y'all don't like the African immigrant brothers. Now, one sister said it's because the African immigrant brothers don't like us. They show up in America and they go get a white woman. So what are you talking about? I would date an African man, but he ain't looking at me. He's looking for the white woman. And then I got another Instagram that says black men need to get back with the sisters because there's a lot of sisters, especially the one advocating the natural movement, going all out for the white men. And then someone says, I find some black women that use this strong black woman thing. They use it to get away with doing wrong. Wow. Or whatever they want to do. Wow, that's interesting. So they use the strong black woman thing to do whatever they want to do. Many black men do not speak to us, Dr. Umar. They don't communicate with us. As a result, we turn to our friends and partners for advice. If y'all want us to stop telling y'all business, then y'all need to open up and talk to us. That was a good comment. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to The Roland Martin Show. I'm the Prince of Pan-Africanism, filling in today. Black America's #1 school psychologist, talking about the issues and conflicts in black love and romance. And we'll be right back after this break.